reasons why men should date women that have a body count and a past.
And here we go.
When I was young, I struggled with my self-esteem and my confidence. I didn't know who I was, and I wasn't comfortable in my body.
Be gone.
And that made me believe that people who wanted access to my body physically meant that they wanted to attach to me emotionally.
Be gone.
And that is furthest from the truth. I had a baby. I got into relationships that did not serve me well. It taught me a lot.
Lie.
But it also created some emotional baggage that I had to work through, right?
Wrong, because you want us to work through ours and yours.
No, you believe it.
He ain't lying.
Now, according to what they're saying out here in these TikTok streets, as a single mom of 2 kids with a past, nobody should ever want to date me because it's too much.
You doggone right, it's too much. And y'all downplay it so much and try to act like it's not an obstacle to blend families. You're literally trying to mix 2 lineages when it's supposed to be his story. So that's why they always need the paternity of the history of the father, because that's health, all these hereditary things within families, and y'all just mix all these different bloodlines up in your wombs that you claim you don't play about, but you do. Then you want to conveniently claim God don't play about me. He don't play about nothing.
Satan is your daddy.
But y'all play about everything.
He ain't lying.
And then you want these children who are used to a system that you are over, and you're going to just try to act like they, as well as you, are just going to change just like that and conform to the doctrine or the classroom or the curriculum of a man. That's how it should be, but that's not how it always is. And everything takes work because you're coming into the classroom of an individual who you got to conform to if you want to get an A. Some of y'all don't care what grade you get. You end up being a class clown. You got to kick you out of there. Or you're going to be the teacher's pet, and you're going to be moldable, shapeable, teachable. And that clay is going to be able to be formed into what he's going to have to represent back to himself and reward you by the end of the curriculum so that you graduate. Y'all don't want that. You are shaped by the world. You are shaped by TikTok and all these different apps that you are talking on all the time yourself.
But here's why you should. I know how to be resilient. I know how to make a way out of no way. I have been through some things in life that should have took me out here. And thank God I was able to push through. Perseverance should be my middle name.
Congratulations. I mean, it's your life. It's what you created and self-sabotage for yourself. But a lot of these guys are sitting around and they're saying,
and I'm sitting there saying, I'm not going to be here.
So when y'all talk about y'all want to ride or die, y'all want a woman that's going to hold y'all down. You want a woman that you can make it through thick and thin with. Baby, that's me.
Lie.
yeah, that's always easy for y'all to say after the fact, after multiple baby daddies, after multiple children. But where are those daddies at? Because last I checked, you had one son. You were dealing with a trucker or something like that, or whatever the situation was, because you put all your life on social media, just like most of these people, most of these Scallywag broads. And I've said it once, I say it again. When y'all run around talking about I love my black kings. I've said it as plain as day. We don't need you to love kings, plural, because we know y'all do that. There's evidence and proof running around that y'all got multiple kings that have put seed in you and created Frankenstein Johnson in your womb that you claim you don't play about. We get it. But you know how you really prove that you love us, your black king, so much? Let us see you choose one that you actually are successful with. And you've at least had 2 that we've seen you fail with, and you're begging someone from God's sons to be your man? I think not.
Come on, man.
When you talk about wanting a woman that you can build with, you can grow with, that's me.
Lie.
Now you're going to have to overlook these little night-headed ass kids.
What? Bro, what are you talking about, man? Bro, I'm out, man. That nigga's tripping.
Nah, them your little gremlins. You got to deal with that. We ain't got to love or deal with nothing.
Okay? But the thing is, because I've had to raise those kids by myself and I know how hard it is, and I'm a woman that can admit when she's wrong, I appreciate you as a man coming into my children's life and being a father figure or a role model. So I'm giving you authority. I'm showing you respect. And I'm making sure that those kids are going to do the same.
Don't you believe in?
Man, stop playing in our face. Where these boys' fathers at? Where these kids' fathers at?
Because I know what it's like to do it alone. I value 50-50. I value what you contribute into the house because I've done 100% by myself.
I mean, duh, of course. Of course you do now. Of course most of you do now, after the fact. After you've created this paper trail. Can you imagine being a parent? Because essentially, this is what the man is as overseer and priest of his home. He oversees things. That's why God spoke to Adam about his woman. And that's how it would be in the world. People see your children represent your name wrong. They talk to the daddy. People see your wife or your woman represent you wrong. They talk to the daddy. So, of course, after you've created this long paper trail and you're connected forever to these men, now conveniently you think your best option is now going to come out of one of us? Come on, dude. Nah. And this is why I continue to say, I came to a realization thanks to the Holy Spirit, spoke loud and clear. Most of us men are not only just not the first choice, but we're not the second, we're not the third, we're not the fourth. We can go on and on and on. And now all of a sudden these females, after they've overlooked you in high school, overlooked you when you spoke to them at the gas station, overlooked you when you just say, hey, you dropped something on the floor at Walmart. After you see them later down the line with a couple of children, a couple of raggedy rascals that they've had these children with, now they want you. And they look like a new look Vivica Fox. We good, bruh.
I'm a woman that has a certain skill set from the experience that I have, if you can read between the lines.
Oh, I'm glad you said that. Oh, we know. We definitely know. And we can definitely read between the lines. But that still ain't enough. But shout out to you for elevating and doing what most of your sisters would never do, which is be honest and real about the fact that most of you are only willing to submit when you're touching your toes, getting your back cracked, or you're laying on your back. That's the easiest submission that you know and the most willing submission that you're able to give, while your feet and your toes are tickling a man's ears while they resting on his shoulders. That's the only way you know how to submit. And that's cool. Because we can look at those children from those other men and see that you're a fun girl and that you ain't no virgin and that coochie will never be born again.
So while y'all are so quick to throw women under the bus, she got a child, she a single mama, she done been ran through. Baby, I done worked out all the kinks. The foundation has settled. That's a good pre-owned certified car. You ain't got to worry about nothing breaking down tomorrow. I come with a warranty.
No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Stop the cap. There is no warranty for being a bus that everyone has had the pleasure of riding. That's why the best of us know that we got to stop trying to squeeze on that bus or getting mad because we missed one. Because the one we missed may have been musty and crowded, and if we waited long enough, Another one will come and we got a full bus to ourselves and nobody got on it, which that picture alone would make us want to go and search out our own new car so that we won't have to worry about the imprint of other rascals while you claiming you used that to work out the kinks. Nah, you can keep that trauma to yourself.
That's all I'm saying. Just stop overlooking us women that have lived a particular kind of lifestyle, okay? Okay.
Nah, again, we're not overlooking you. We just understand that the moment that we say I do, or we sign up for the assignment that is your trauma that you created with those other men, then we're responsible and we're accountable unto God because we're the one that choose you. See, everybody's talking about the one. Yes, the one we choose is the one. The one we say I do to is the one. Therefore, we answer to God once we answer to that assignment. So we're not overlooking you, but we are assessing the damage and the trauma. And some things, as the doctors may say, it's beyond my qualifications. Also, you said in this video that now you're a mother of 2, but most of us still remember what the first child said about you.
Just get in and buckle up. I got to get back out of the car.
Wait.
What? You'll see.
Y'all check this out. Never been more proud in my life. Look at this imposter trying to set it off. It's hot under that horse, ain't it?
Bullhead Scallywag.
He ain't lying.
Baby. Goodbye, Grace. I'm so proud, yet so weak. You a fool. Y'all heard what he said.
Bullhead Scallywag.
We ain't got time to play with her. We out. Bye bye. Let's go.